Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kelly Ripa has never been one to shy away from speaking her mind, whether she's sparring playfully with her husband, Mark Consuelos, on Live with Kelly and Mark, or delivering a cuttingly funny commentary about pop culture. But this time, her candor is all about something deeply personal: her daughter Lola Consuelos's blossoming music career. Lola, 23, has been quietly working on her music for years, cultivating a smooth, soulful sound that blends pop, R&B, and a touch of indie edge. Her single Paranoia Silver Lining earned praise from critics for its atmospheric production and strikingly honest lyrics. But as Lola edges further into the spotlight, her famous mother is making it clear that she has some very specific thoughts about her daughter's path in the music industry, and she's not afraid to voice them. And in true Kelly fashion, those thoughts are equal parts heartfelt, hilarious, and a little bit savage. From proud mom to music critic in 0.5 seconds, Flat Kelly first addressed her daughter's music career during an on-air conversation earlier this week. The moment started innocently enough. Mark mentioned Lola's recent live performance at a small venue in New York, calling it intimate, powerful, and completely her. Kelly nodded, but then smirked in that way that every live viewer recognizes. She was about to stir the pot. "I'm incredibly proud of Lola," Kelly began. "She's talented, she's hardworking, and she has this incredible ear for melody. But let me just say, if she ever writes a song about me that's not flattering, she's out of the will." The studio audience erupted into laughter, but Kelly kept going, waving her hands for emphasis. "I mean, Taylor Swift has made an empire out of writing songs about her personal life. That's fine. Great for Taylor. But I've lived too much life to have my parenting mistakes turned into a chart-topping single." Mark jumped in with mock horror. "You're just worried she's going to write the Latin pop version of Dear Mama, except it's called My Mom's Wi-Fi Password." Kelly shot him a look but laughed, admitting that her daughter's storytelling abilities scare me just a little. The art versus privacy debate at the Ripa Consuelos dinner table. According to Kelly, the real challenge is navigating the line between encouraging her daughter's art and keeping the family's private life, well, private. "Look, when your kid's an artist, you want them to express themselves fully," Kelly said in a later interview. "But when you've also spent 30 years in the public eye, you get very sensitive about what parts of your life are up for grabs. I told Lola, sweetheart, you can write about love, heartbreak, your generation's angst, the price of oat milk lattes, but if you write a song about that time I cried in the Trader Joe's parking lot, we're going to have words." Kelly admitted that part of her protectiveness comes from knowing just how ruthless the music industry can be. You can have all the talent in the world, but the business side, it's brutal. People will project all kinds of narratives onto you. As a mom, I just want to make sure she's ready for that. Lola fires back with humor and a hint of rebellion. Of course, Lola didn't let her mom's comments slide without a playful response. In a cheeky Instagram story, she posted a short video of herself strumming a guitar, looking directly into the camera, and saying, "New single idea, mom's favorite child. Spoiler, it's not me." The post was met with laughing emojis from friends and fans, and Kelly herself reposted it with the caption, "She's testing me. The will is being updated as we speak." Behind the jokes though, there's a real mutual respect. Kelly has said she admires her daughter's fearless approach to songwriting. "Lola will take something raw and personal and turn it into something beautiful. That's a gift. She doesn't let fear stop her, which is probably why she's not afraid to tease me on social media in front of millions of people." A peek into Lola's creative process. Those close to Lola say her writing process is just as introspective as it is collaborative. She reportedly writes most of her lyrics in the early morning hours, often accompanied by coffee and an ever-growing playlist of influences. From Lauryn Hill to Her to Florence Welch, she's not rushing to pump out music just to feed the algorithm, a friend of the family revealed. She's intentional. She wants every song to have a purpose and a story. She's also not afraid to re-record something 10 times until it feels right. Kelly says this perfectionism is both admirable and a little nerve-wracking. "She gets it from me," Kelly joked. "Except instead of obsessing over how my hair looks under studio lights, she's obsessing over whether a bass line is too moody. We both lose sleep over tiny details no one else notices." Why Kelly's opinion matters more than most. For many young artists, parental approval is important. But for Lola, having Kelly Ripa as a mom means that approval comes with decades of media savvy. Kelly has navigated fame, criticism, and career pivots in an industry that thrives on reinvention, and she's learned a thing or two along the way. I tell her, talent is half the game, Kelly said. The other half is knowing who you are and not letting the industry define you. If you're chasing trends, you'll burn out. If you stay authentic, you'll build a career that lasts. I've been in TV long enough to see both happen, the meteoric rises and the sudden disappearances. Kelly also warned Lola about the pitfalls of social media. One bad tweet, one out-of-context video, and suddenly that's your whole reputation. I tell her, think twice before you post, unless it's about your mom. Then post immediately because it gives me content for live. The night that changed Kelly's perspective, though Kelly has always supported her daughter's music dreams. She admits there was one night that cemented her belief in Lola's talent. It was this little showcase, maybe 40 people in the room. Kelly recalled, she sat down at the piano and sang this song I had never heard before. It was so raw, so beautiful. Halfway through, I realized I was crying. Not just a tear or two, I was full-on ugly crying. Mark, sitting beside her, whispered, "See, this is why she's not going into accounting." Kelly laughed but admitted it was a turning point. That's when I realized she's not just dabbling, she's an artist. And if I try to micromanage her too much, I'll just get in the way. Balancing encouragement and brutal honesty still, Kelly insists on keeping her feedback real. If something's amazing, I'll say so. If something's not working, I'll tell her because the world isn't going to sugarcoat it. And I'd rather she hear it from me first. This has led to the occasional creative disagreement. Lola has been known to roll her eyes when Kelly critiques a lyric or suggests a melody change. She'll be like, "Mom, you host a morning talk show. You're not Quincy Jones," and I'll say, "True, but I've interviewed Quincy Jones. So I'm basically an honorary producer." Despite the banter, Kelly's blend of humor and honesty seems to work. Lola often takes her mom's notes into account. Though she maintains final say over her art, the future of Lola's music career. With Kelly in the wings, Lola is currently rumored to be working on a full-length debut album. With a mix of introspective ballads and upbeat tracks, she's also been seen in the studio with several well-known producers. Though she's keeping details under wraps, Kelly says she has no plans to major her daughter's career. "I'm not going to be that person who shows up at the label demanding to hear every demo. I'm here for moral support, comic relief, and, occasionally, snacks. But I will absolutely buy out the front row of her concerts and embarrass her with my dance moves." Kelly's parting words of advice when asked what ultimate advice she has for her daughter. Kelly didn't hesitate. Stay true to your voice, literally and figuratively. The industry will try to mold you into something you're not. Don't let them. And if all else fails, you can always come co-host with me. Morning TV may not be as glamorous as a sold-out tour, but at least the coffee's free. And with that, Kelly Ripa proves once again why she's the queen of keeping it real, whether she's in front of a live studio audience or giving her daughter the kind of unfiltered wisdom that only a mom can deliver.